it's Springfield. Cheap versus convenient, because we want to save money, right? But we also want to try that hard. And so trying to find that balance is what's going to be key and what I'm going to try to talk us through. There's trade-offs, hidden costs, and how to balance that will get us the best results as far as being consistent, as well as saving money, not going broke, to support all the hard work that you guys are already putting in. All right, you guys already made an investment in yourself, and so I want to make sure that that investment doesn't go to waste. Hello, Karina. Oh, let me open up my chat as well. Erica, your vote doesn't count. Good plan. All right. So today my plan is to go over how cheap choices can cost us in hidden ways, and talk about when convenience is worth the price, as well as how to balance quality, cost, and the effort that you guys are putting in. Okay. So when we try to cut corners with food, we usually end up paying the price in some other way. And so cheap ingredients, they often lead to lower nutrients, which means we're not getting the things that we need for our bodies. And your body doesn't perform as well, whether it's just as far as your health goes, or as far as your workouts go, or as far as your job and your work, your daily energy, all those kinds of things. And then cheap food often doesn't satisfy us, because then we're just hungry again after we've had this cheap thing like a snack wrap or something like that. And then we end up skipping proper prep because we've been doing it for so long, right? Prep takes effort. And so we start cutting corners or skipping prep altogether because it feels easier, and then that leads to us being consistent, right? Which is also going to slow down progress, because consistency is key. I don't need to, okay, let me be truthful with y'all. I hired coaches like Vicky, Amber, and John, so that you guys get a team of people to bounce ideas off of, for us to get diverse ideas to you guys, different ways to meet you guys where you are. If I was doing this all by myself, I'd be making all y'all do everything as perfect as possible. And a lot of people would fall off, because perfection trying to usually leads to falling off, because it's hard to attain, and then you get down on yourself, and then it just becomes a snowball downhill. I am aware that we shouldn't aim to be perfect, and that's something I work on with myself. Okay, so I'm already doing that for you guys to make sure that you guys don't have to be perfect, but consistency, showing up every day, doing your daily habits and the things that you're supposed to do for yourself, not taking days off mentally, so to speak, and being able to work through life events and all that kind of stuff. The consistency that we get through those things helps us with long-term results, helps us with not gaining the weight back, helps us with not losing the muscle, helps us with staying healthy, helps us with not having to have as many doctor's visits. Okay, so consistency is going to be the main thing that we look for, and the more successful steps that we take in a row, the more consistent we are, the more results we get, the more we keep those results. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the price of convenience. So on the flip side, convenience can actually be worth the price as long as we find the balance, right? So pre-cut veggies, that's a form of convenience. How many of you guys know how to chop veggies? Good job. How many of you guys own how many of you guys know what a chef knife is? How many of you guys own a chef knife? All right, very good. My people online, where y'all at? I see you, Brittany. She said 10-inch or 12-inch. Didn't none of y'all say that? That's what I'm talking about. That's a little hardcore, right? I'm not gonna present to y'all. Y'all just gotta look at my face. Go back. Okay. So pre-cut veggies, being able to cut those veggies, knowing how to cut the veggies in an efficient way. Don't cut them like Kylie Jenner. I heard about that. It looked awful. Who? Kendall Jenner, one of the Kardashians. But if you don't want to always have to cut those veggies yourself, you can buy them pre-cut. That way, when you get home from the grocery store, you can just start combining stuff. That's the way that we can pay for convenience, right? Protein shakes, that helps us get proper protein in. Meal kits, that helps us not even have to think about what meals we're going to have. First selection of meals, we're not eating the same thing all the time, because that's what we purchase. Okay, those are different ways that we can pay for convenience to help us to be consistent. And so those are going to help us when life gets busy, especially when life gets busy. If you know that you have a busy season coming up, thinking ahead and how we can help ourselves with convenience can help push us through those times. You're going back to school. If you're going to Christmas, when the holidays come, period, right? Definitely gets crazy. A lot of people have had their coworkers get laid off or fired, or they quit, and now they're doing double work at their jobs, right? Knowing that that's happening, you're going to need convenience in your life. We need to be thinking about these things, and that's going to help us to be smarter, work smarter, not harder. That's what my mom always told me. That being said, not all convenience foods are healthy. Some of the convenience foods that we can get, especially some of the meal prep kits, right, or the ready-made meals and stuff, they're going to be packed with preservatives or sugar, or they'll be higher in fat than we realize. And so then we're going to be paying for it with our health and our results, because we don't realize that it's being marketed as healthy, but it's not actually fitting our macros or fitting what our body needs. Okay, or they'll have lower quality ingredients so that they can make it a little more economical for you. So we got to be paying attention to what ingredients are being put into our foods. And so hopefully a lot of you guys have already started learning how to read labels, or getting used to making a habit of reading labels, looking at the nutrition facts, looking at the ingredients, all those kinds of things. So next, let's talk about hidden costs, because this is where it gets a little tricky. And I've kind of talked about a little about these things, but cheap foods can cost us later with our health, because those foods are usually going to give us less energy, not help boost our immune system, so then we're getting sick more often, or they're going to slow our progress. As soon as we start getting lazy when it comes to our foods, then our body's going to start feeling it. I know I've talked to a couple of you guys, and you guys have experienced that at one time or another. Okay, and convenience obviously costs us financially right off the bat, especially if we rely on it too much. So the truth is, neither extreme is where we want to be. We don't want to be extremes in anything, right? If I talked to you about the food list, I talked about eating like an adult. Everybody remember that? Better remember that. I worked hard on that. And eating like an adult means we don't neglect any of the macronutrients that are on the list, because they all serve a different purpose in our bodies. We just got to figure out what ratios to get them into our persons, okay? And so what we want to do is find that sweet spot. Now, let's talk about food quality. At the end of the day, what you put in your body matters, which is why we have a food list to begin with. Yes, I can help every last one of y'all lose weight or gain. I'm not gonna say gain muscle. I can help y'all lose weight by having nothing but McDonald's or nothing but lard. I can help you lose weight by just eating lard. No good? No. But can I do it? Yeah. So our food matters, and the quality of our food matters, and the nutrients that we're getting from the quality of our food matters. And so we want to make sure that we don't let poor quality in food give us poor nutrients or poor fuel for our bodies. Because every one of y'all, either you got a Bentley body or a Ferrari body or something that we're trying to gas up. And you don't want to put some 87 leaded in your car, right? We want that 90, 93 unleaded. Keep that gas, or keep that engine running smoother. Less maintenance. Tell me if I'm lying, Isaac. It's your field. Stop looking so sleepy. The higher quality of gas that we put in our engine, the less trash that's left in our engine, that causes more maintenance problems when it comes to our engine. Okay, so your body is your engine, and so we want to fuel it appropriately. And we're going to get that from nutrient-dense foods, which are going to help us to work out better and work out more effectively and get better results from the foods that we're putting in our bodies. So we want to invest in better proteins and better produce and supplements, and those things are going to help us with better recovery, better results, better performance. Try eating a Big Mac before you do a workout and see how you feel, versus try eating some Greek yogurt before a workout. Still no? My point is, one is going to serve you way better than the other. Okay. So let's talk about how we balance these things. In real life, the way to keep a great balance, we can save money by cooking in bulk. You got Costco, you got Sam's Club, or you just buy the 3-pound packages of stuff from Albertsons or Smith's. Buying those larger packages is going to save us money. Looking for sales and stocking up on those things is going to save us money. Cooking those things in bulk and prepping them and putting them in the freezer so that they last and they don't spoil, that's going to help us save money, and it's going to help us save time, which are the two things that are hard to acquire in this life. Using frozen fruits and veggies. How many of y'all done bought some, especially veggies? How many of y'all done bought some veggies and then went to go eat them 2-3 days later and it's already bad? Well, either you can chop them up, buy them pre-cut, freeze them, or you can just buy already frozen veggies, which are going to be just as nutritious. I don't want to say completely, but just as nutritious as the fresh ones, unless you're growing it in your own garden and you got all this stuff going. Okay, talking about getting it straight from the grocery store. Get it frozen so it lasts longer, so we save money. We're not wasting money. We don't have that sunken cost, as they say in economics. And then making sure that we think about where we need the most convenience and pick 1 to 2 things that are going to really help us to stay consistent. Where do we hate doing the most work? What's something convenient that we can do in that space? Let's replace it and just pay for that convenience while we're still putting in the effort elsewhere. Because the key is not about choosing cheap or expensive. It's about making smart choices that's going to fit our goals. Okay. Brittany, this is for earlier when I talked about eating lard. Brittany said that she follows a guy on Instagram that eats sticks of butter while running ultra marathons. Yeah, that sounds awful. Okay. So I think I have touched on everything that I'm about to go through the quiz with. Oh, shoot. I got you. Oh, y'all like the cream puffs? Yeah, I tried real hard on those. FYI, before I get into the quiz, when it comes to the cream puffs, I made 16 of them. All 16 of those, if one of you guys would have ate them, it should be around 300 calories for all 16. No, for all 16. You could have had all 16 and still been less than 300 calories, and it should have the same amount of protein as a 300 calorie protein shake. Now, I might have cheated y'all on some of the protein from the filling. I did my best, and that's all that matters. Okay, are we ready? Hey, Cassandra, I see you, girl. All right, let's go through this quiz. I'm pretty sure I gave y'all all the answers. 10 questions. I'm not going to forget this time because I got called out for forgetting last time. There we go. And then I need you guys to answer online as well. Number 1. It's true. Oh, no, okay. Cheaper foods always save you money in the long run. False. Why is it false? Okay. So financial. Okay. health-wise, we're probably not getting the things that we want, so it's gonna hurt us more in the long run. Financially, once we've had that cheap food, chances are we're gonna get hungry again, and we're gonna buy something else anyway. So then we're not really saving the money if we keep going to the. Do they even still have a dollar menu? That's facts. Is there still a dollar menu at McDonald's? That was a trick question. You're not supposed to be able to answer that. Number two. Hey, whatever. Her answer should have been, I don't know. Number two, convenience foods can sometimes help you stay consistent with your nutrition. Convenience foods can sometimes help you stay consistent with your nutrition. True. People are great. Who said false? Brittany. Calm down, girl. You on my team. All right, number three. Buying the cheapest protein powder guarantees quality. Yeah, very false. Like super false. Oh, you know what? I got a trick for you guys. I want you guys to, when next time you're in the store, I know you guys be going down the like the protein aisle where it has all the protein snacks and stuff. I know y'all do that. It's not just me that does that, right? I want you to go and pick up 3 items. I want you to flip it over and look at the nutrition label, which y'all are already doing anyway. I already know. And then look for how many grams of protein are in a serving. And then I want you to multiply that number times 2 and see if it's equal to or greater than the daily value percentage. Daily value percentage. That is on the nutrition label. It's all the way on the right side. Very good. So what Michael said for you guys online is that the daily value for protein is supposed to be 50 grams. And so if you multiply that times 2, that gives you 100, which you should see 100% whenever you see 50 grams on the nutrition label. And so just use that multiplier of 2 in order to see if it has 10 grams of protein. Multiply that times 2, you should see 20%. If the number for the daily value percentage is anything less than 20% for 10 grams, then that means you don't have a complete protein. All right? And you probably shouldn't use it. If it's going to be a protein source, let me say that. We're not always looking for this. If it's like rice or something, we're not eating rice for protein, right? So like this doesn't matter for that one. But go down the protein aisle and do those things. All right, next. 4. Pre-cut veggies are an example of paying for convenience. Yeah, you're right, by luck. Erica, yes, it's not a true. I'm just playing. All right, very good. Y'all don't sleep on the pre-cut veggies. Number 5, cutting corners in meal prep may result in poor results over time. Y'all think true? Why, Isaac? What did I say?
Cut corners, then say, like you have a good breakfast, like a good lunch, then you have a really bad dinner.
Okay. I mean, cutting corners, like you were putting together your, let's just say chicken, rice, and broccoli. All right, you were putting together your chicken, rice, and broccoli, and now you're not putting in the broccoli. Now we're not getting the veggies anymore. Or you don't feel like cooking the rice. You say you're gonna cook it later, and then you don't cook it. Huh? Yeah, so you're not getting the proper nutrients. You're not doing the same things the same way, and then you slowly start falling off more and more because we're skipping steps, not staying within our plan. All right, number 6. Let me hurry up. Frozen fruits and veggies can be a cost-effective and nutritious option. Frozen fruits and veggies can be a cost-effective and nutritious option. True. That's easy. I ain't talking about that one. Number 7, cheap choices can sometimes lead to hidden costs like poor energy or illness. True. Take care of yourself. Take care of your engine, right? Number 8, paying for convenience always means sacrificing health. Very false, right? You know what? I should change that one. That was too easy. Number 9, investing in quality ingredients supports your training and results. True. Talking about that Ferrari. And last, balance between cost, quality, and convenience is the ultimate goal. That's right this time? Did I say anything? Let's see, my people said online. Very good. All right, that concludes everything for today. I was asked for the recipe for the cream puffs. I'm gonna send that out on the group chat, and then y'all don't log off yet. Let me make sure I got everybody that was here. 15. I got Bailey, Brittany, Cassandra, Charity, Erica, Fran, Joy, Lydia, Rachel, Raquel, Tara, Teresa, and Yenny. Yeah, I think I got all y'all. Okay, that's everything. Thank you guys so much. We will see y'all next. Or no, wait. Okay, in case y'all didn't hear me make the announcement because y'all didn't come at 5 a.m. And then I already posted in the group chat. This is the last week of the challenge. Friday is the last day to get points. Technically, we're gonna post this video or this recording for everybody who's watching it right now, and then you'll get to answer. You have until Sunday for the recording today. The recording from last week, we just got it posted. You have until Friday to watch those for points if you weren't here last week. Let's see. The last day to get points for working out is Friday. There'll be no points over the weekend. Next week, we're going to do our pictures and our final scans so that we know who the transformation winner and the points and all that kind of stuff is. Saturday, September 6th, 10 o'clock, we'll be at Heritage Park. Your friends, family, and children, all of those people are invited. I'm going to try to provide as much food as I can. You guys are also encouraged to bring your favorite dish. I prefer it to be healthy, but you notice I didn't specify. Yeah, I said I didn't specify. Since we're not going to be in the gym, I don't really care. I just don't want that stuff brought into the gym. We'll be outside. It'll all be good. I'm going to have games, cornhole, volleyball, yard games, whatever, so that you guys can have fun. I'll have music. I'll have a speaker. We're going to say nice stuff about y'all. We'll reward the winners. And the week 6 challenge, y'all notice I didn't necessarily post what it was going to be. We're going to do it live at the picnic. And all I will tell you is that it has something to do with trivia stuff that you would have learned already. It won't be, no, it'll be harder than that. It'll be smarter than an AF client. Okay. So those are the things that are happening. And then I'll also make an announcement. We're doing a booty class. If y'all didn't notice on Instagram, we've been doing lots of booty stuff. We're going to be having a peach pump class called Booty Like Whoa. That's going to be Saturday, September 13th. You'll get some pink resistance bands. So you'll get some pink resistance bands, Isaac, just for you, bro. You'll get a energy cocktail before. You get a frozen refresher daiquiri. Not really. After. You'll get your own Instagram reel created for you and a copy of the workout as well. And any questions about the challenge? I'm looking online too. Or are we good? I'm sorry, Bailey. Next time. Oh, we'll have 3 different sessions for the booty class. 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12 p.m. There'll be 12 spots in each. We good? All right. Y'all are free to go. Thank you so much. This has been great. I can't wait to celebrate with you guys. What's up, T?